The arena is already loud, but nobody is ready for what's about to happen. Smackdown is rolling. Cody Rhodes is in the ring, mic in hand, soaking in the reaction. He talks about pressure, about carrying this brand, about surviving chaos after chaos. He says SmackDown needs leaders, not monsters hiding in the shadows. And then, Drew McIntyre's music hits. The mood shifts instantly. Drew storms to the ring, eyes locked on Cody. No smile, no jokes. He says Cody keeps talking about leadership, but leadership is taken, not given. Drew says while Cody's been chasing moments, he's been fighting wars. He steps closer, nose to nose, tension thick enough to cut. The crowd senses it. This is about to explode. Before either man throws a punch, the lights flicker, once, twice, and the entire arena drops into chaos. That music hits. Roman reigns. The place erupts. The tribal chief is back on SmackDown. Roman steps onto the stage slowly, calmly, with that cold, composed stare. No rush, no emotion, just dominance. The crowd is losing their minds, but Roman doesn't even acknowledge them. His eyes are locked on the ring. Cody looks stunned. Drew looks furious. Roman walks down the ramp like he owns the building. Every step feels heavy, every second stretches. He slides into the ring, and just stands there. 3 men, 1 ring, pure tension. Roman finally raises the mic. He says SmackDown feels different when he's gone. Louder, messier, weak. He says Cody's been playing hero, Drew's been playing warrior, but neither of them understands one thing. This is still his island. Cody fires back, saying Roman ran when things got hard. That SmackDown didn't collapse without him, it evolved. Drew laughs and says Roman doesn't scare him anymore. Roman smirks. And that's when it happens. Jacob Fatu, out of nowhere, he storms down the ramp like a freight train, eyes wild, jaw clenched. The crowd barely has time to react before Jacob slides into the ring and absolutely destroys Cody with a vicious running headbutt. Boom, Cody collapses. Drew turns, Claymore attempt. But Jacob cuts him in half with a savage superkick. Roman doesn't move, he just watches. Jacob picks Cody up and launches him with a brutal pop-up Samoan drop. He drags Drew to his feet and drills him into the mat with a crushing slam that shakes the ring. The crowd is in shock. This isn't an attack, it's a statement. Roman steps forward now. He tells Jacob to slow down. Then he points. Jacob understands. He grabs Cody and throws him into the corner, unloading with violent corner strikes. Drew tries to fight back. 1 punch, 2 punches, but Jacob answers with a devastating headbutt that drops him again. Roman finally enters the assault. He pulls Drew up. Superman punch. Drew collapses. Roman turns to Cody. Another Superman punch. The crowd is losing it. Roman stands tall over both men as Jacob Fatu stands beside him, chest heaving, eyes still burning. Roman raises his hand, and Jacob delivers the final blow. A massive Samoan splash onto Cody. Then another onto Drew. Officials rush the ring. Security floods in. It doesn't matter. Roman holds his arm out, stopping Jacob at the last second. Total control. Roman grabs the mic one last time. He says SmackDown tried to move on without him. He says Cody and Drew fought for scraps while the throne stayed empty. But now, the tribal chief is back, and he didn't come alone. He looks at Jacob. He calls him the storm. The punishment. The future. Roman says anyone who wants to stand on SmackDown has to go through them. Not Cody. Not Drew. Not anyone. Roman drops the mic. His music hits. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu stand tall in the wreckage as Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre lie broken on the mat. SmackDown has changed in a single night. The tribal chief is back. And the island just got a whole lot more dangerous. The camera doesn't cut away. The chaos is still unfolding. Medics slide into the ring, checking on Cody and Drew. Officials are yelling for backup. The crowd is split between shock and pure energy. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu haven't moved. They're standing in the center of the ring like statues, like kings over a battlefield. Roman slowly raises his hand again. Jacob Fatu steps forward, but this time, Roman stops him. He leans in and whispers something. Jacob nods, and then Roman does something even more terrifying. He orders the ring to be cleared. Security pulls Cody out. Medics drag Drew toward the ropes. The ring empties. The noise in the arena grows louder, more confused, more tense. Now it's just Roman and Jacob. Alone. In the ring, Roman takes the mic again. He says this isn't just about tonight. This isn't just about SmackDown. This is about control. He says for months, people have been fighting for position, for spotlight, for power. He says while everyone was chasing moments, he was building something. A force, a weapon, a monster. He puts his hand on Jacob Fatu's shoulder. He says Jacob isn't here to compete. He's here to dominate, to erase, to dismantle anyone who stands in their way. The crowd starts chanting, "Holy S," as Roman lifts Jacob's arm. Roman says SmackDown is no longer a battlefield. It's territory, and they own it. Suddenly, the Titantron turns on. Cody Rhodes is backstage, furious, being held back by officials. Blood on his forehead, rage in his eyes. He's screaming that this isn't over. That Roman didn't beat him, he ambushed him. That Jacob Fatu is just another shield. Drew McIntyre appears on another camera shot, sitting against a wall, clutching his ribs, staring into the lens with pure hatred. He says Roman just made the biggest mistake of his career. He says wars don't end with attacks, they start with them. Roman watches the screen, unmoved, unbothered. He smiles, and then he delivers the line that changes everything. He says, "Good, because I didn't come back for peace. I came back for war." Roman drops the mic. His music hits again. Jacob Fatu roars, pounding his chest as pyro explodes on the stage. The crowd is on their feet. SmackDown fades out with Roman Reigns standing in the center of the ring, Jacob Fatu beside him, the brand shaken, the locker room on notice, and the message crystal clear. The tribal chief has returned. And SmackDown now belongs to him.